And my suspicion is because Google just has more data about more things, and they've been collecting for a longer period of time than everyone else. And so, really, it was that while they were not the first ones out of the gate, I think that they had the best positioning because, again, they've got a wealth of docs, right? They've got all of their
Sure.
own Search Console information, like just knowing their own documentation better than anyone else. And that plus, they're already so one other thing that's just a funny side note about Gemini, one of the reasons why it's actually really good at language is because Google invented a language. So that's how Google Translate works. It's also a large language model is how Google Translate works, and that's what they created it to do. And so what it does is it doesn't just take a sentence, but it actually breaks it down into this is a verb that's referenced with the gender. And so it actually conjugates something into a intermodal language and then translates that into the other language. And that's why Google Translate actually is quite effective, is because it doesn't just take the words, it takes them within each context of each other word being there. And so
Mhm.
it's, oh, this is an idiom. And so it goes, oh, what's the Finnish idiom that would mean this? And so it translates as well as it can to that. That's why it actually does a decent job. And so that's why Google has a pretty good leg up on a lot of people for that because they put in a lot of hard work on Google Translate, and that actually does go over to AI because they're very similar coding bases of how they operate.